The first hearing was set for a Wednesday. Ngozi ironed her black lace blouse the night before and hung it on the wardrobe door so she would not have to think in the morning. Hawa plaited Zara's hair and packed Idris's school bag because routine was the only rope available when everything else was loose. Amaka asked where they were going. Ngozi said, to sort something out. Amaka looked at her the way 8-year-olds look at adults who are lying, not accusing, just noting. They arrived at Abuja High Court at 8:45. Amina was already there, standing on the stone steps in a deep burgundy blazer and black trousers, her leather folder thicker than before. She looked at both women, assessed them in one glance the way lawyers do, and said, "Good, you're early." The courtroom was smaller than Ngozi had expected. She had seen courtrooms in Nollywood films, dramatic, high-ceilinged, charged with the electricity of justice arriving like a storm. This one had plastic chairs, a ceiling fan that worked only intermittently, and a clerk who was eating groundnuts behind his desk when they walked in. Chukwuemeka arrived at 9:15 with his own lawyer. His lawyer was a man named Bar Festus Agada, male, wide, wearing a black suit that had been expensive once, carrying a briefcase that announced itself. He walked in the way men walk when they believe the room already belongs to them. Chukwuemeka wore a navy agada. He did not look at Ngozi or Hawa when he entered. He sat on the other side and adjusted his sleeves. That was all the acknowledgement they received from the man who had sat in their living room and eaten their food and called himself family. The judge was a woman. Her name was Justice Folake Adeyemi. She was perhaps 60, with reading glasses on a beaded chain, a face that had heard everything and been surprised by very little, and the specific patience of someone who has spent 30 years watching people lie under oath and knows exactly what it looks like. She reviewed the initial filings for 4 minutes without speaking. Then she looked up. "Counsel," she said to Bar Agada, "your client is named as executor and primary beneficiary of the same estate. I assume you have something prepared to say about that conflict." Bar Agada smiled the smile of a man with prepared answers. Justice Adeyemi did not smile back. The first hearing lasted 40 minutes. Nothing was resolved. That was not what first hearings were for, Amina explained afterward, standing with them on the court steps, while Bar Agada and Chukwuemeka left quickly in a black car. First hearings were for establishing the shape of the fight, for letting both sides know what the other was holding. "What are we holding?" Hawa asked. Amina opened her folder. "The bank's transaction records arrived this morning," she said. "The transfer, 4,200,000 naira, went to an account in the name of Emeka Obi Chukwuemeka, not the deceased, the brother." The stone steps of the court were warm under the Abuja sun. Ngozi sat down on them. Her legs simply made a decision her mind had not caught up with yet. 4,200,000 naira. She had been careful with every kobo in their house. She had negotiated school fees in installments. She had repaired the kitchen tap herself for 3 months before finally paying someone because the quote was too high. She had told Emeka they could not afford a generator upgrade last Harmattan, and he had agreed, and they had sat in the dark together 3 nights a week, and she had believed it was something they were managing together.